Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Elite Shot here, aka Sean, and yes, that is right, I got another commentary. And today I just got to round 36 on Shangri-La. Yes, that's right, round 36. I was pretty excited myself to get to 36. For my previous well actually this is not live, but for my previous gameplay of where I went part 1 and part 2, someone on the comments said, "You suck and this and that." They said, if I had a fucking capture card and I could do live commentaries, I could teach kids like you a lesson and not post this gay shit. So I'm like, you know what? How about I teach this kid a fucking lesson and I try to get even higher wave than I did. So yes, I got to wave 36. And I'm going to title this series like Zombies for Dummies. You know how they have those dummy books that give tips and tricks on how to do whatever. But yeah, I'm going to do this Zombies for Dummies. And I'm going to give you guys tips on the way and how to be successful, I guess you could say. But yeah, this kid pissed me off, dude. He was saying, "Wow, you suck, man. You're terrible, this and that." But doing live commentaries is so much harder than not doing live commentaries. Like, it's so much easier just to play without talking to anyone or yourself, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I just decided to try to get a higher wave without doing a live commentary. And what do you know? I get to wave 36. Most thanks to my shrink ray and my perks, I guess you could say. But alright, I'm gonna give a few tips. When you first start a solo match, obviously go for the quick revive. It should be at the spawn or near it, and you do not have to turn this. You do not have to turn the power for the quick revive, because the quick revive heals you. So say if you get downed, you'll get revived, and you can only get it 3 times. So don't expect to just keep rebuying and rebuying, but you can only get it 3 times. But yeah, I got to wave 36, and I was just pretty much doing a rape train around this spawn area. Around like wave, I think 20 it was. That's where I got my shrink ray, and that's where I started doing the freaking that's where I started doing the rape train. For waves like 14, 15, 16 or somewhere around there, I was actually using my first pistol as well as a shrink ray. I pack punched the first pistol. I'm sure most of you guys know, but if you pack punch the first pistol, you get like dual pistols, and then they shoot grenade launchers, and they're pretty decent. But you got to make sure you have PhD flopper when using them, because if you don't, you're most likely gonna down yourself, because they do splash damage and you'll hurt yourself. And with PhD flopper, it pretty much makes it so you get no splash damage. You cannot hurt yourself by explosives. It even includes grenades, but you cannot like hold a grenade in your hand or a frag in your hand and just expect it not to kill you. But say if you throw it on the ground, it won't take any damage. So it's pretty helpful. But if you have like say an LMG, like an RPK or HK21, it's kind of better to have rapid fire, because that extra firepower kills the zombies faster. A lot of people think it's a waste, rapid fire. That's not rapid fire, but it's double tap. I always call it rapid fire because the attachment and multiplier, but double tap, it's not a waste at all. I mean, it kills the zombies faster, and if you didn't have it, it would take the same amount of bullets, just it would take longer to kill. So it's not really a waste at all, as long as you don't miss. Yeah, but these low waves, all you gotta do is shoot the zombies 8 times in the leg and knife them once to maximize your points. The main goal off the start is to try to get to the power room, turn on the power, and get a Bowie knife. The Bowie knife is actually really, really good. It's actually a 1 knife kill up to wave 9. Or is it 9 or 10? It's actually 9. Wave 10 it takes 2. So wave 9, it's up to there. It's a one knife kill. It's very helpful. And say if you get the ballistic knife from the mystery box, and then you peg punch that ballistic knife, and then it's only a 1 knife kill up to wave 14. So that's pretty helpful. So you can be pretty set on ammo and things like that. You can just keep maximizing your points and saving up for the higher waves. Your best bet is to get either a ray gun, a shrink ray, or the HK21 or RPK. Those are the main guns you would like to get. I mean, you can use other guns, but your best bet is to go for those guns I just mentioned, because they do the most damage and have the most ammo and will just help you out the most. For these low waves, just make sure you use most of your pistol ammo as possible, since it is the low waves and they are the easier ones, and you obviously cannot use your pistol on the higher waves because the zombies are a lot harder to kill. At wave 36, it actually took like more than let me think here. Like, I was using an HK pack punched and I was shooting them in the head. I was just spraying it right in their head, but it was not killing them. It actually took like almost a whole clip to kill the whole mass of zombies. Probably took more than a whole clip actually. I mean, it was crazy though. I was just doing a rape train around this spawn area and it was just intense. Like, no distractions whatsoever. I told my parents, well actually my parents aren't even here, speaking of which. They actually had a wedding and I'm actually home alone for a few days. Ha ha ha. Yesterday, or last night, this morning, however you want to put it, I pulled an all-nighter. Me and a few of my friends went to my friend Jordan's house, and yeah, we pulled an all-nighter. We were just partying around a bonfire, and you know, and we just stayed up all night. Time flew by, actually. I was surprised how I'm not even tired right now. You'd expect, for getting no sleep at all, you'd be dead tired. I mean, I was pretty tired, but not as tired as you expect to be. Like right now, I feel fine. It feels like I slept hours. After I got home, after in the morning, how do I word this? As I got home, I just like laid down for like 2 hours or something like that, and woke up and felt fresh as a daisy. Yes, that's right. But did I mention it right? I'm entitled the series Zombies for Dummies. Hopefully I mentioned that. But yeah, I'm going to give tips on the way and how to be successful. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. If I did already, I'm sorry for repeating myself. But yeah, I cannot believe that kid who said that shit, dude. He pissed me off. So I just felt obligated to get a higher score and teach that kid what the fuck I'm doing. That makes no sense, actually, but you know what I mean. Alright, yeah, say if this last zombie and you shoot the last zombie in the wave, he'll start chasing you, so watch out for that. Alright guys, around wave 5, this is where you should start heading out. This is where you should start going to the power and getting your Bowie knife, because it starts getting a little packed, and the M14 starts to be a little less powerful, I guess, obviously. But yeah, the main thing I want to do is get the Bowie knife and just knife the zombies up to wave 9. It's super effective. You get 130 points per knife, and you can just get those points and buy all your necessary perks. Your main perks you should get are obviously Jugs or Juggernaut, Sleight of Hand, Quick Revive obviously, so you get revived if you go down, and either PhD or Rapid Fire. I'd actually recommend PhD Flopper over Rapid Fire because you're most likely to get a ray gun sometime in the game, and you're better off to not down yourself with the ray gun than you are. Oh, another little tip here is, got a nuke here. If you have a nuke in a low wave, try to let a monkey take it. As you guys know, the monkeys can take the power ups and they can change it to whatever. And if you time it perfectly, you can get whatever power up you want. But for some reason, no monkey came, so I had to grab the nuke anyways. But it's a free 400 points. Here, another power, another max ammo. Yeah, like I said, in these low waves, make sure you use your pistol ammo as much as possible. Each shot's 10 points, so you just want to get all those points as possible. And if you knife the monkeys, you get an extra 500 points, which is pretty nice. The only thing you gotta make sure of is he does not bite you. He does not bite your little feet before you knife him. Because if he bites you before you knife him, you only get 10 points or so. So make sure you knife him before that. Oh, what else? Yeah, I want to make these parts around 10 minutes each little, like, yeah, I guess you call them parts, because I don't want you guys to listen to a 10-minute commentary of boringness. Not many people like to watch 10-minute commentaries. I mean, some of you guys do, but personally, they get a bit boring after 5 minutes or whatever. So, I mean, if I did any shorter than this, there'd be a million parts. So I just said, hey, 10 minutes is decent enough, and the render time or upload time won't be as bad, since they are only 10 minutes. But yeah, the files for this gets around, I can't even talk. Get to wave 36 was actually 2 hours and 40 minutes of just zombies. Half of it, actually more than half of it, was just me doing a rape train. Doing a rape train actually seems like it takes longer, since you are kind of concentrating on getting all the zombies to follow you without getting killed or anything. But I mean, it's what you gotta sacrifice all that time. So if you guys play zombies and decide to get the high waves, you know, I better tell your parents it's gonna be a bit, because I'm playing zombies. No distractions at all. But yeah, now I got my Bowie knife. It's only one knife to kill the zombies, and you get 140 points. Very helpful. Got around a minute here, so what other tips? Yeah, but now I'm just going for the perks. After you get your Bowie knife, after you turn the power, just go for Jugs and Sleight of Hand and all those necessary perks. For everyone that didn't know, the perk machines actually change every game. This game, the Jugs was right there, as you see, and Sleight of Hand was by the mudroom, but all the games, the perks are normally in different positions, so you gotta be aware that the perks can change spots. So say if you get downed, you gotta make sure you know where the perks are and you get them back, so you do not get caught with your pants down, as I like to say. But this is about wrapped up. Part 1. Like I said, I'm gonna do this in parts. I'm gonna have around probably 16 parts or so, each one around 10 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of this Zombies for Dummies series. And I'll talk to you guys later in the next part. See ya.